Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to continue my tour of my Let's Play world. So back near spawn, we are going to actually start off over here at Winterhold and head north up across the ice plains and then take a sharp right east into the forest. We're going to follow the road all the way through the forest until we reach what I'm calling the Ruined Tower. After touring the ruined tower, we are going to head east again and continue along the road through the swamp until we get over to the desert, where we'll make a sharp right down south to visit the Dark Oak Tree Farm. Next up, we will stop by the tree house and then swing over into this other desert to visit this very, very old temple that is there. And finally, we will follow the road north again, over the savanna, through the plains, through the tunnel, till we get to Westlake Lodge. If we head north from Winterhold, you can see the original ice plains from the 2016 terrain generation, and that is when I built this road. You can see a drastic change in biomes. I think we've got some swamp and stuff here. But that was all ice plains, but I had trimmed that for one of the updates. I'm not sure which one it was, maybe 1.10. But I built this road out, heading north and then swinging east once I came to this forest. And then through the woods, we have crossroads. I built some tunnels. I have a rest area in this tunnel. And then the road just keeps going on. We have a few bridges, and then eventually we will get over here to where the ruined tower is. So the very first time I went through here, I figured this would be a great place to build something. But I couldn't think of anything until August of 2019. I decided I was going to build a ruined tower. So my approach was to build the tower and then knock the top of it off and have it land down here in this little pond. So you can see I've got half the tower standing and then the remainder just laying here in the field with trees and stuff growing from it. And I actually think it came out pretty good. I never tried anything like this, but decided to give it a go, and I'm actually very happy with the way this came out. Really, it's just an artistic piece, no functional value at all. So approaching the tower here, for years it was just this road, and for some reason I came out this way and just did a right turn. And I got to thinking maybe right here at the corner would be a good place to put something. So what I decided on was this tower. So I built this giant tower here and decided to ruinize it, or make a ruin out of it. So it's like an ancient civilization used to live here. And the tower was really high because there is the top half of it over there, which you saw in the flyover. So I kind of just built it up like it would have been way up there and then tipped it over like it fell into this area here because it was just got so old and ruined. And got the ruined stairs up here, and actually even have to, their stairs are even in bad shape, so you have trouble getting in. Didn't have as many vines when I first started it, but it's sort of overgrown now, which makes sense. And then inside I tried to keep it really creepy, throwing cobwebs here and there, got the holes in the floor where the water would settle. The floors are actually deteriorated into dirt and coarse dirt. I think nothing left in the furnace. Grass growing up in the middle of everything. Even got, that could have possibly been like a stairs down into a basement, but you can't get there anymore. And then you got this stairway here, which is decrepit and falling down. On this floor, you got more stuff falling from the roof and landing on the floor down below here. I may eventually add more ruins and stuff in there. But if you go through here, it's all, nothing, all the furniture's gone. So I'm guessing people over the years have raided it. It might be, it might be nice to throw in some more ruined furniture, some ancient banners and stuff. But then you have this stairway, which you can't get up to, which will take you up to the next floor. So here's this is the spot where it really fell apart. Can I get in here? No. Oh. I can't even get through here, can I? Oh, maybe over here. Yep, there. I can get all the way up to the top. Oh, ouch. If I can climb. There we go. So I can actually get all the way up to the top floor here. Very dangerous. But you can see there's the top of the tower. It fell from here. Just sort of tipped over and landed. Still got the remains of stairways. Get to the very top and you can get a good look at the area around here. I do like this hills here. Those are cool. But yeah, this tower would have been 1, 2, 3, 4 more stories up, or another story up or so. So it's I'm actually happy with the way this came out, because it was... Let's see if I kill myself falling down through here. I think it worked out rather well. And then you have the... see, like this opening here matches up with this opening here. There are a few things, that aren't there, but overall... You can come through here, you can see you got trees, just it's so old that trees have already grown in here. You even got trees growing on top. Got the cobwebs, you can see this would be like the bottom of the floor. So if you look in there, they got the beams on the bottoms of the floor. This would be the bottom of the floor there. And some of the beams here broke and fallen down. You got, the wood and the windows, like this is a window. There would have been matching window on the other side. You got the windows on the sides there. Just chunks of building that look like they're about to fall down on you. And this even fell into the swamp area, so you got the water and stuff rolling through here. That gets you, you get the idea of what I was going for. I think it was a successful build, because I got the, got a ruined building out of it, and I'm very happy with the way it came out. I don't normally build something like, usually I have some kind of purpose for it, and then I just throw it together. I just had an idea and decided to run with it. So I think that's always a good idea, or a good thing to do, because you can get some, let your creativity flow. And I think it did in this case. So next up we will head this way. Well, there are a couple more things I added. So I have a, to go with that tower, there's like some foundations of some old buildings. Like this would be an old building here. It's basically gone. There's just a few chunks and blocks where it fell off the wall and stuff. But you can imagine there would have been like 2 guardhouses here going in, letting you through the path. But it's all practically deteriorated into nothing. And then there are these weird statues or idols or whatever they are hanging around here. So these would be the ancient... probably the ancient gods of whoever had the tower. Not a fancy, very primitive, very, very primitive statue. But I believe there's another one, over there. And you can see one over there. So those kind of evidence of an ancient civilization was here. And I may actually come back and put some more ruined buildings here, because I think, it could use some more. And they are kind of fun to build. So now we're going to continue following this road east. Right past this funny A-frame bridge into the swamp. And then we're going to keep going until we get over here to the desert. Now just south of the main road we have this dark oak forest where I put a tree farm for dark oak. So we are on the road over towards the treehouse. You can actually see the treehouse just over the hill there. And we got the crossroads, so this is where we came from. The ruined tower is right over the top of those mountains. And then I built this dark oak tree farm because I needed some dark oak for something. This was back in June 2019, which again is like 4 years after I built the road we were just on. Because when I first started the world, I just sort of took off and built roads everywhere. So we got all these roads connecting different spots. I made notes of the interesting places, but I didn't actually do anything with them until much, much later. Because I was sidetracked doing other projects. Go through here. We get into the tree farm. So we have this dark oak forest over here. And I carved out this area to be a tree farm. So we got this big flat area here where I grow the trees on. Then I can cut them all down and let everything despawn and fall to the ground. And then I have this mine cart which runs through and picks up all the saplings and stuff. So it's pretty straightforward. And the switch lets the mine cart go multiple times around there until I do the deposit items. And then it'll change the track and go up here. And I do have an entryway back here. So if we go down underneath, you can see we've got the switch here. So this track is going to either loop, flip either way. Right now it's flipped so the minecart parks up there, but if you flip the switch, it'll go that way. So it will continue on going back and forth underneath all this dirt and picking up any saplings. Because I got tired of running around picking up saplings and sticks and apples and stuff, so I figured that is what a hopper minecart is for, so I'm going to use it that way. I tried to make a little house community. It's just basically a lumberyard here. I got a little place for my horse. We have to find my horse. I left him someplace. And then we have here the dark oak logging outpost, taking advantage of the new fireplaces and stuff. And the strip logs, because that's new in this when I built this, so we have strip logs too. And in here it's just very rudimentary. You've got your workstations here, the little fireplace in the corner to keep you warm, very rudimentary bed and sleeping quarters with nothing in the chest, and then just basic storage here and there, nothing major. And what's kind of neat is this borders right on a village which is embedded, and I mean embedded, inside this forest. So you got this house here. It's like in the middle of everything. You got the path that just sort of runs into nothing. You got this house over here which is actually buried. I don't even know if I've ever been in there. You got other houses over here. I think, yeah, the village goes over this way. Yeah, so it's really an unfunctional or dysfunctional village. Yeah, there's like, oh yeah, there's, I can even get in here, but there's really nothing in it. I think this is one of the old villages before they put beds and workstations and stuff in it. That is my lumberyard. You can actually get quite a bit of wood out of here. These trees have a lot of wood in them. And if you don't have to run around picking up all the drops and stuff, it's a lot nicer. So I can just go through here, harvest stuff, start the minecart and let it pick up everything that falls behind me. And I can just you know, replant and start over. And if I bring in a bunch of bone meal for one of my mob spawners, that really makes it a much more efficient way to do it. So just north of the tree farm is the tree house. And this is original, really, really old. So when I first came through here and built this road, I needed a place to stay, so I carved out this little area. I thought a tree house would be good. So we got what's the crossroads say over here? Yeah, so the castle, which we'll see soon. That was actually my second, or actually the first build on the channel, is the castle. Mid Valley Rest area, that was inside the tunnel we went through, and then spawn is that way. I kind of put a bunch of different dark oak trees through here. I did make a portal room, so we have another portal here. The cactus, I think the cactus was initially because I had zombie pigmen stuff coming through here and I wanted them to die, so put the cactus, and they'd run into the cactus and exterminate themselves. I have no idea what's down there. We're not going to go. But really, this was a rest area, because by the time you got running over here, it was usually dark and you had to sleep. So I made a little lookout where I could see over the desert and stuff. That corner over there, that was all sand. But at one point, when I upgraded one of my worlds, I cut that chunk out. So it turned into, looks like more dark oak forest, which is kind of interesting, because this was dark oak. Then it was all desert through there. And then once I, claimed those chunks back through there, that all became dark oak again. And then we had the swamp right here. But other than historical value, there's nothing really special about this place. It's just a rest area for the travelers to come by. So out here east of the treehouse, we run into a desert. And we have something unique here, which is an original desert temple. And this is one which actually has orange wool instead of the orange terracotta in the towers to make up the design. So this would have been generated pre 1.8, that was released in September 2014. So this is quite an old part of the world. Like I said, this road was built when I first generated the world, and I just sort of did a cross-country trip and then added in roads and stuff. You can see I've got another one of these weird A-frame bridges. And then we're just going to keep going through here across the savannah, and then we will eventually hit some plains, and then a tunnel into Westlake Lodge. So this is another area where I came through and built the road and the tunnel probably back in 2014. But it wasn't until 2019 that I decided to actually put a lodge here on side the lake, and then some cabins spread out here through the woods and stuff. Basically making a outdoor vacation resort where people can come and enjoy the lake and get away from things. So this road, like I said before, was built when I first created the world. So that was like 2013, 14, maybe 2015, depending on when I did it. I don't remember really when I did, and I don't think I recorded any of it really. But it was to connect the castle to the treehouse. The castle was one of my first builds I did on the server, like I said. And I just went through here, made the road, took note of places. And one of the places I ran into, I had this tunnel I built. Banner is much later. I called Westlake Tunnel. And I do like the way this tunnel came out with the hidden lighting in here. Makes it really creepy. So you've... and this is spawnable. But the light is just enough that you get like 7 right down the middle. But it has that creepy tunnel look. But Westlake was this. It was to the west, because that is the west. And there's a big lake here. I thought that would be a good place to make like a lodge or a resort, some kind of vacation area. So eventually, by June, I'm thinking, of 2019. So maybe 4 or 5 years later, I came over here and actually added in my resort. And if you go back, you'll see I actually had a little tent base there, which I thought was kind of cute. And then I made the base over this way, kind of a formal with the little brick lights and stuff. Come over here, you'll get a good look at stuff because I have a big map room in here. So I've got the portal, which I tried to make a little irregular and stick with the wood theme for the lodge. So if we start here, this is where we're at. So we're right here in this portal room. We have the lodge. That's the tunnel we just came through. Down there's the road where we were at. That's the road we're going to follow up there. And then around this whole lake, so you got this nice river lake area. So this is Westlake, this whole area right through here. And I've gone through and added in cottages and stuff in the woods. So we've really got this kind of woodland resort. Which, so I've got stables and stuff for travelers and places for people to sleep. This map is a little bigger. You can see where I've got the chunks cut out for, the chunk border goes through there. So that's where I've trimmed the world to get new terrain generation. And we've got Murphyville up there, which we're going to visit after this episode. Looks like there's a temple out there. I went through, once we got the banners and you could do the map with the banner names on it, I did a big mapping journey to map all this out. And the real impressive one is over here. This is almost a complete world map. As if you go down here, there's Spawn all the way down there. So we've seen all that. Then we follow through here. I notice Winterhold does not have a marker on it. I'm going to have to update that and put markers on it. But there's where we just came, the Mid-Valley Rest area. The ruined temple doesn't even have a marker, but it's old and it's not part of this world really. It's just left over from the previous civilization. So it may not have a marker, but I've got a lot of markers on a bunch of different stuff. As I ran into things, I just made names for it and just stuck labels on it because I could. So there's the castle I was talking about. And then you keep following up here. I got a beach resort up there. Got a bunch of stuff all through there. So I did get a huge chunk of the world mapped out actually in the game, which is impressive because normally I don't do that. But you get a good look at everything. There's a lot of places that are not built, they're just named. So eventually I'll probably add more map onto there. But this is about the whole world. I don't know. Do I have... Yeah, there's some more up there is the Citadel and stuff. So we go back over into the main lodge. Let's, we'll hit the stables are over here. So I just carved them out. I couldn't find a good place for them, but inside the building would be a great place. We got a bunch of stables for all the horses for people visiting. They've even got a field out here where they can wander around. Everything should be spawn proof in here because I did put a lot of this green carpet and lighting through here, and there's lighting underneath the bushes in the corners and stuff. I wanted to make it as spawn proof as possible. Even up there I've kind of got lighting buried in these bushes and half slabs and stuff to keep the mobs from getting in. Made very liberal use of the lamps and lanterns. And like I said, Westlake Lodge, so it's 12,666, which I said equates to back in June of 2019 or so. So as soon as you get into the lodge, More stripped oak or stripped spruce for the floors. Got a big check-in desk with these big lamps over the top. So got our ender chests and stuff in here. So it's got everything you could need. Just the office for the clerks. Oops, you get out here, you got the coffee shop area. So you got the coffee bar here. Just seats for people to sit and enjoy their coffee. More lantern lighting, so everything's well lit over here. Fireplace and bar. Got a restroom here, so you can see the restroom. Like to make it a little as realistic as possible. So we got the kitchen in here. Little pass through, so you can pass things to the bartender. I always try and put bathrooms in builds just because there are bathrooms in houses. Come out here, we got our deck where you can sit here and drink your coffee or enjoy a beverage or meal and watch the lake. It's a nice looking lake through here. And most of this is birch, but I really built this out of a lot of spruce and dark oak and stuff. Just so it stands out a bit more that way. Especially with the stripped varieties and variants there. If I go down underneath here, we've got the docks, which I've got a cow enjoying the boat. We just got a couple simple docks, so you get the boat and you can go out this way, enjoy the lake. And then I have a couple more floors up above here, so let's head all the way to the top. So if we go up here, this is where the bigger suites are. So we got this one back here, couple beds, little seating area, big pane glass window. Got a seating area here where you can sit and enjoy. This building kind of gets away. I tried to keep this building over here low so it didn't block too much of the view. I almost need to bring this building up a little bit. This side over here is about the same. And it also has the deck, and they kind of join up. And if you go through here, got a bigger suite here with a couch, little dining, eating area. Go into this area, you got a couple beds, a good view of the sunset and the lake over here. And of course, a bathroom with the loo in the corner there for some privacy. And then you have your deck out here, so you can sit and look around and enjoy everything. I'm going to have to get some sleep and make it daytime. I'll do that after I go look at the floor, one floor down. So we go up to the second floor here. I've just got some more rooms. Basic rooms. So in the corner here. Oh, a little flower. Got an ensuite. Another room here. This one is actually, that's not a room. This is just a bathroom. I probably should label that. That's not a bedroom. That's a bathroom. I notice I don't have room numbers on any of these. Normally I put room numbers on these kind of things. Another room there with a bathroom. This one here doesn't have a bathroom, so you're going to have to use the public one, or the communal bathroom over there. Same with this, and here, this one. This is a more expensive one because it's got the ensuite. And then I've got this tunnel connects, or this bridge that connects both buildings, and this is the one that's sitting over the stables here. So if we go over here, we got a couple bigger suites over here in this area. I like the composter over the doors. I think that kind of helps, helps them stand out a bit. But all these are about the same. They used to have villagers over here, but I think they all got killed. Well, I did some banners for curtains on that one. Because you notice a lot of the rooms have different workstations for each of the villagers. And they've got one more spot over here for sleeping area. So we've got rooms here. So there's a lot of rooms in this lodge. So you have a lot of people visiting. Got a bigger room here with a double bed. And then if we go downstairs, we have more rooms. I think that's terracotta and then stripped dark oak maybe. But that actually is not a bad floor pattern. I kind of like that. I just carried it on through there and then here. So the whole first floor has the same pattern. And then over here we have our indoor swimming pool. So we got a heated pool here. Not too big, kind of small. I think this the ice makes it look like a real pool because pools have that blue color sometimes on them. So I used, I think that's packed ice down there. So let me get daylight and we're going to go outside and look at the cabins that I have out in the woods there. Do not want to go out in the woods in the dark. It's not very safe. I can actually take this door here. Go down, you can see that's the sky bridge connecting the two buildings. This leads us right next to the stables. And then we'll just follow this path around here into the woods. We just got another dock here. Kind of a rough path. But this is more of a, not camping out in the, in the open, but it's not like a luxury resort. This is more for, if you want to get out in the woods and just enjoy nature and stuff. Like you can sit around the campfire and watch the water, watch the cows run by, see the fish jump around. All the cabins are about the same. You just got your bed and your table and stuff. Some cooking areas. Oh, I wonder what that goes to. Oh, this one actually has storage underneath. I forgot all about that. And I can use that storage because I can take advantage of the fact now you can squat and get underneath like 1.5 high places. And this was supposed to be kind of like firewood stacked out here besides the stove. A little barrel store, and then this kind of goes through here and around, another little bridge. I kind of tried to follow the contour of the land and give it a nice, nice little look. Got lots of cows and sheep around here and some pigs. We have this little larger cabin here. We have this wraparound porch. Goes all the way through here and gives you a really good view. You get the view of the lodge, you get a view of the lake. And you can see there's other cabins kind of hidden through there. And then inside, we just have our little bed to sleep in, got a cooking area, an eating area. Pretty rudimentary. If we follow down more of the path, get through here. Let's see. Let's go this way first. We have a little cabin over here by this pond, which I probably need to stock with fish. And like all the other cabins, just got your bed and some chairs and stuff. but it's a good enough place to relax and camp out. I think I've got, let's see, a hole in the ground there. I thought maybe I had a barbecue set, but I don't. Come through here. This is, you know, I've got lights through here, but it's not totally spawn proof because mobs could spawn anywhere. So that's why it's not safe to come out here at night. Out back, you got a little eating area here where you can sit, eat, watch the lake. There's the barbecue. Got a little barbecue on this deck here. But inside, there's really nothing. It's just a bed because you're expected to spend most of your time outside on the deck or kicking around the lake or something. So we'll come around here. We got this one, which is on the lake. Got this brick porch, which I think that came out nice, especially with the spruce. And you come in here and you got just, this one does have a bigger seating area and got the fireplace in here and your bed. So once you come out back here, you get right to the lake. So you're right on the lake here. So you can get down here, get your boat, and you go sailing out, enjoying the outdoors. I don't remember. I think we got one more left. Trying to remember how many houses I have through here. Yeah, so I think I've got this one left here. So we got, this is a bigger 2-story one. Come out here, we got another deck out here, so you can sit here and fish off the decks. Or just watch the wildlife swim around. There's nothing, yeah, you have to come outside to get to the docks, but inside, got this porch. I do like the way this acacia sits into the pot. I think that looks kind of nice. Maybe it's because it's got the bigger stem on the bottom. It sticks up more instead of these, which kind of hug into the pot. On the first floor here, got the big window where you can watch the lake. You got our cooking area, eating area. And then upstairs, we've just got our bed. Big high ceilings with beams and stuff on them. Makes it look like a log cabin-ish type of build. And then once you get on the back deck, you got a good view of everything out here, so you can get to see the lake and kind of relax on your vacation. That should take care of everything over here at Westlake. So I'm going to end today's tour here. Now that you got a good look at this, we've made quite a bit of progress all the way from Winterhold all the way here. And then next time we will head farther north. I think we're going to stop at Murphyville City, and then we will tour the castle, which has a bunch of stuff. It's an older build, but I've updated it quite recently. But I do hope you are enjoying this world tour I'm giving you. And I'm going to wish you a very happy day, and I hope you come back and catch the next episode. Bye-bye.